I've got no idea what I'm doing, but that's the point in pulling things apart. So yeah, they work. Alright, so behind me here I have the little go-kart I bought off eBay for about $900. And pretty much straight out of the box there were issues with the clutch. And last time the clutch would not disengage. Heat damage, I'm assuming, because pretty much from the first time I started it, there was smoke pouring from it. But I rode it anyway. It's been well over a month since I tried to start it last. So, win, lose, fail, we're going to start it up now and see what happens. As we can see, I'm still having issues with that clutch, but I do have a new one coming. Fun. The result of my little experiment, apart from making me spattered in mud, whoopsie. Alright. I think the bucket's a bit more stable than a cardboard box, but not by much. So I've gone ahead and just popped that clutch off. I'm going to see if we can't pull it apart. I've got another one coming anyway, so no biggie. Oddly enough, it spins quite freely. So we'll try and see what adjustments I can make. I doubt that I'll be able to get this going by any stretch of the imagination, but if I can get inside and have a look. Oh, I've got no idea what I'm doing, but that's the point in pulling things apart. So yeah, they work. So I've pulled the bugger apart. It is looking pretty poorly in there. Now, the way these clutches work is as it spins, the force throws these weights out and they're pulled back in by the spring. And what I'm assuming is happening is that they're throwing out, but they're not retracting. So either one of these springs is shot, and it said in the book this was a wet clutch, but it just looks like a standard friction dry plate clutch to me. But I'll go put some lubricant in there and see if I can't loosen that up. So for anyone who's ever struggled to either put a centrifugal clutch on or take one off and is running into this problem where no matter how hard you hold that outer race, you go to turn and you just can't seem to get this last one done up. I want to show you a trick, and it works wonders, especially for getting them unstuck, because that can be the real pain in the ass. No matter how hard you turn it, you can't quite get it. So all you're going to do is make sure that's firmly on there. You're going to grab a hammer and give that a solid whack. Now this is not something that I can do while holding the phone. So I'm going to try and set it up and we'll show you what I mean. Well, it turns out I'm an idiot and I just recorded me tightening the clutch to a camera that wasn't even recording. So to prove my point, I'm going to go ahead and we'll do it in reverse. So there's our... Now what we're seeing is that's a nice tight clutch now because I've gone and tightened it up. No matter how hard you pull and turn, you're not going to be able to undo that by hand. So, hello. So what we're going to do is hope the camera doesn't drop. This is a really bad angle, I know. But all you're going to do is balance that on there, grab your hammer, wait for the camera to drop. Basically, if it doesn't come out after a couple of hits, it means you're not hitting it hard enough. So don't be afraid, give it a good solid whack. Right, and that is how we remove the clutch. Now obviously that's just going to pull off that way, but we was supposed to just be putting this back on, but disclaimer, I'm an idiot. So we have this point where we can't do it up by hand anymore without turning the whole shebang-a-bang. So that clutch plate should not have been freewheeling like that. It seems to work okay. I've got no idea how to adjust a centrifugal clutch, but basically it's engaging when the engine's on idle, which is bad. I don't want to sound too optimistic, but I think I've done it. Uh-oh. I'm so muddy! Yuck! I fixed it! I did fix it! It was just going! You saw it!
Yeah. But how do you do it? Yeah.
However, careful, hun, it's hot. We can still see the horribly smoking clutch. See, this is very hot. It's got smoke coming off it. Eh? I just had an idea. That looks like it's gonna fit. Yeah, you can sit on the seat, but you might want to get all the mud off it first. I'm going to try and put a bike muffler on the go-kart. Okay. It doesn't miss by much. The real question is, it should cover. Now, provided I can get that odd-shaped gasket off in one piece, I'm betting that I can make this work. I have enlarged these holes from 7mm all the way up till 10mm. Dremel was never going to cut it. So that's an extra 6mm to try and fit those bolts, so let's go outside and see if they work. The plan with the drills didn't work, so I just got the Dremel out, yeah, see what I've done there. I just need to find some suitable washers and off we go. Basically what we're looking at is that. Yeah, a whole heap of gasket goo. Oh my word, this is so unbelievably sketchy. That's not even really sealed. It's alright, put the glove back where you found it. And stay up there while I start this, just in case it blows up, alright? Alright, this is the moment of truth. Come back here. go further than that, is it? Alright. I know. So, it runs quieter. But now we're going to go take the cap off the back. Exhaust so hot it melted the glove. I would call that an unqualified success. Sorry neighbours, not sorry at all. So yeah, enough annoying the neighbours for one night. I think the backyard's had enough too. Linky, was that noisy? Yeah? Alright, I'd say fixing the go-kart was a success. Thumbs up? Yeah!